Hi, my name's Anthony. I'm the co-director and co-founder of Make Agency. We are a digital agency of 8 people. We're based here in London in Purkiss. We offer primarily digital services, so anything from web development, web design, mobile app development, and we also offer marketing services. Myself and my business partner Tom started Make Agency about 2 years ago now, so we're entering our 3rd year. We used to work together at a much larger agency, whereby my role was kind of lead generation, sales, account management, so kind of really getting the work in and nurturing the client, looking after the client, so to speak. Tom's role was delivery really, so digital design, digital development, and the design and kind of output of marketing materials. Together we realised, we became good friends through work. We realised that we could work well together in a work capacity, so we saw the opportunity to start on our own. Initially, I think when we started, our primary output was web development, and we saw that as the main driver for our income. But as we've grown and as our client base has grown, we've had to invest money in a separate team. So we now have a designer, a developer, 3 designers, 2 developers, and a team of marketing people. So myself, I'm from a marketing background, and there's 2 people who work with me who help add services that help complement the website. So bring the website traffic, nurture leads, allow it to kind of do its job really. We were able to finance the business in the early stages through, it's pretty much done on a shoestring. So I think we had about £1,000 each saved, which allowed us to negotiate a deposit on our office space, buy a desk each, a chair each, a computer each, and so the kind of very bare minimum at the early stages. But if we did have that larger level of investment in the early stages, we would have perhaps been able to do things differently. One thing that made it easier for us, I suppose, is that we offer kind of branding, design, setup of infrastructure that every small business needs. So we didn't have to invest heavily in that because we could make our own website, we could do our own brand, etc. And I guess from there it was sale, trying to bring in as much work as we could in the early stages to help. Well, my previous job where we had secure salaries, good jobs, good kind of prospects, to giving that all up to go and do it on your own it was a kind of difficult decision to make. People around me, for example, my mum was like, "Don't do it. You're crazy." But I think if you really believe in what you do and you know that you could do it, so I knew I could do it, and I knew that Tom could do it. So together we knew we could do it together. So you've got to have that. I think the important thing is making sure you actually can do it. So know your game and know that you're able to deliver. As we've grown the business, working in a Workspace managed building has been really helpful for us, not only because the infrastructure is good, we've got a really nice looking office, there's a cool place to meet downstairs and things, but we've probably got, I'd say, around 10 clients in this building. So luckily our game, everybody needs a website, everyone needs branding, everyone needs help with marketing. So in this building there's lots of different businesses, some quite similar businesses, but we've managed to make good relationships with people. We've networked quite a lot with people here. We've made some good friends with people in here as well. So that's allowed us to, ultimately do business with each other. Also, we've sent business to other businesses in the building. At the moment, we've got someone working on something for us, and our next door neighbour is a videographer. So, there's always complementary businesses around. The ultimate goal is, at some point, we probably would like to sell the business. We have had interest in the business already from potential investors and people that are looking to actually take on part of the company, which is something that at this stage in our existence, we've had to decline. But we do feel that we've got something good here. We're growing a very saleable business at some stage, but we wouldn't just sell it on without the right buyer, so to speak. Now, looking back, one thing that we might have done differently, obviously running a business, you learn on the job day in, day out. So you do something wrong and then you learn from it and then you adapt and you change and make it better. But in the early stages, it is a gamble jumping from employment to starting your own business. So often people have got money from somewhere, they might have some money from their parents or some money saved or whatever. So having that kind of buffer, I think, is important, especially in the early few months when it can be quite ropey if you haven't got it's quite hard to build a client base when you're actually working somewhere else. So it's not impossible. So the way that me and Tom did it was we built up a client base working evenings and weekends, but they were very small client base, so we didn't really have enough to warrant quitting our jobs for in the early stages. So if anything, I would have done differently. Perhaps secured more money in the early stages to allow us to set up easier with less stress, I suppose. But apart from that, I guess we wouldn't change too much at this stage.